Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how basically to survive your first night of Minecraft. So the first thing that I would always do is in the settings when you're creating a new world is put on bonus chest and just break the torches around it. It saves you having to get coal on your first night, which is quite awkward. So take everything out of the bonus chest, and luckily enough we got an axe, and pick up your chest as well. So once you've did that, you're going to want to collect about 12 pieces of wood. Now I'm only going to collect 6 of these because I already had 6, so there we go. And what my plan is you want to try and make like a little hidey hole kind of thing. You don't want to be building some big giant house yet. So if you look around for a while and maybe find something like this, and we'll just see if there's any coal in it. So luckily enough there was coal. So to mine that coal you're going to need to make a pickaxe, and to make that I'll just show you now. Drop my axe. So you're going to want to take your wooden planks that you collected and basically make them into planks. Now the way I'm doing this really quickly is press shift and then left click over the item. So you want to do that for all of your wood. So after you do that, you're going to want to make a crafting table. So you can use any type of wood, acacia, spruce, but just place it, fill up the crafting table section by pressing E into your inventory, and place down your crafting table. So if you open this, use wooden planks, any type of wooden planks, and place it in like this kind of way. And you can make sticks. Now you can use those sticks to make a lot of different things, but we're just going to be making pickaxe, and we're going to make a wooden pickaxe just for starters. So here we go. And once you have your coal, these like kind of cavey areas are really common, so we're just going to go in and collect some coal. Now obviously I don't really need to do this because I've got 4 torches, but for the purposes of this video I'm going to show you. And once you've got just a few pieces, I can come back and get that later. You can collect a bit of stone, and because I was collecting this, I've basically already made a little hidey hole for myself. So right now I'm just going to dig it out a little bit further. Now usually you won't have time to kill enough sheep to make a bed, but if you're lucky enough, you will find enough sheep to kill and make a bed, but I'll come on to that another time. So I've got my little hidey hole, and I'm going to collect my crafting table and hopefully do a bit more crafting. Now I'm sure you've already noticed that there is some iron down here, which you can use to make a lot of different stuff as well. So I'm going to place down my crafting table and also the chest that I got, and I suppose while I'm here I'll place a few torches about. So if you open up your crafting table, you can make, as you can see, you've got more options instead of just having the 4, you have the 9. So something that's probably one of the most important things of the game is a furnace. So you place that down, and the way this works is you get something like iron or whatever, a cactus, and you collect up your iron like I just said and put it in, and you'll power it with coal. So for example, if I put my coal in here, and if I go quickly put my sticks in, and this time I'm going to use cobblestone, and you can see here that I've made a stone pickaxe. So what I can do with this is I'm going to go collect up this iron ore and use that ore, obviously as I just said, about 3 times to put into the furnace. So I've got quite a few pieces here, 4, and just get a 5th. Now you see there it's really slow mining that iron. That's because I'm underwater, and if you can imagine, it's a lot harder to mine stuff while you're underwater if you were in real life, say. So you get this iron ore with the coal in the bottom slot, put the iron into the top slot, and you'll see this little arrow. When that gets to the end, it'll give you a piece of iron, then it'll go back to the start, do it again, until basically you've run out of this. It'll all appear here. So like this. So you can see it's all disappeared from here and it's going here. Basically what this is each time you use a piece of coal, it'll start at the top and work its way down. When it gets to the bottom, it'll use another piece of coal. Usually if you have stuff left over, like meat to cook, you can use the remainder of that like flame if you have nothing left to cook the meat, say. You see it's still burning there because the flame hasn't run out. So what you can do with this now is quickly make some more sticks, and you can use these sticks to make an iron pickaxe. So already, like, this has been 5.5 minutes and I already have an iron pickaxe. So basically this is one of the main pickaxes you want to use. Obviously you want to try and get a diamond pickaxe, which is the most efficient and long lasting, and basically this iron pickaxe you can mine pretty much anything with except for obsidian, I think. But diamond pickaxe you can mine anything. This will mine stone, just anything. I was going to try and make a big list there, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Stone, lapis lazuli, other different types of ores, stuff like that. So obviously let's see where the sun is. So we might, if there's like enough time, to be able to get a bed. If there's any sheep around. If there's no sheep around, then I'm not going to bother because I'll end up losing the house. And this is mossy cobblestone. It's basically cobblestone with moss on it. I'm not sure how it generates or spawns, but it seems to be just randomly jumping around there. So next I'm going to show you how to make a door, which is really important if you're going to make a house, because you need a door on your house. So if you place your wooden planks as shown here, it'll give you 3 oak doors. You can make different types of doors to your liking. Acacia doors. I kind of like the acacia doors. The oak doors are kind of like the original ones. They've been around for ages and ages. Like, they were the very first door, and they've relatively recently introduced the different types. So as you can see here, we actually have a cow up there. So if you see something like that, you basically just want to kill it. Because first of all, cow can give you leather, which can start you off with a bit of armor, and it also gives you meat. You can see you have a food bar down in the bottom corner. Well, not corner, but it's down the bottom. I'm sure you can see it with the health bar. And wow, we actually have lots of sheep here. So, and chickens. So I'm basically going to kill all these guys and I'll be back. So I killed all of them, and now I'm just going to quickly return to the house. You can see I got 4 wool, which is enough to make a bed. And holy shit, those trees are big. Never seen trees so big. So I'm going to show you how to construct a bed. But first of all, you see I got some raw mutton and raw chicken. So I'm just going to put the mutton in. I got that from the sheep, and obviously I got the chicken from the chicken. I picked up an egg and a feather. So to make a bed, you get any kind of wood, place it along the bottom like this, or up here, or not on the top row because you'll see why. And then get white wool, 3 across like that, and you've made a bed. So what this is for basically is, let me just place it down. When night time comes, as you can see it's coming now, you just jump into your bed and you'll basically skip the dawn. So I'm just going to quickly place down these doors. They're not going to look very even because, oh crap, just fail. So I'm going to try and place down these doors. They're not going to look too nice because it's a space of 3. Just move this torch, and you can see there, if you had a set of 2 doors it would be like that, but because I have a third it doesn't look very even, but you know, better with doors than without. I'm just trying to get back in. There we go. So you can see all of my meat is cooked and there's a little bit left, so I'm going to put in the chicken, and it's not nighttime quite yet, but it pretty much is now. Let me just try it again. Basically at nighttime monsters come, so you want to get to sleep. So, and this is me going to bed. So basically that was how to survive your first night of Minecraft, and I really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I suppose I will see you next time. Bye.